Welcome to the Backgammon Christmas calendar. 24 points of Christmas. The 1 point by Grandmaster Mark Olsen.
What's up, Backgammon fans? It's the 1st of December, and in this video we're gonna talk about the 1 point, or as McGrill called it, the ace point. So we have this beautiful void board in front of us here. Let's have a look at this position. The ace point is over here. That's your ace point. It's not exactly a desirable point, to say the least. We don't like putting checkers down to the ace point. We kind of want to avoid it most of the time. But there are occasions where you have to put checkers to the ace point, or it might even be a good play to put checkers on the ace point. And there are a couple of strategy rules attached to the ace point. So let's have a couple of positions here and let's see some examples. Okay, let's say we have an opening position. I roll a 5-1. I open like this, split my back checkers, bring a 5 down to the 8 point. Now you roll a 4-1. Aha! And in this position, the best move is to double hit. We don't really have a good alternative here because we can't really split the back checkers and play like this. This is not really good. You leave the initiative to your opponent. You can't play 13-8. That's too stiff. You could play down and split, but it's a little bit loose because you have a lot of shots here with 7 and 8s and you split. It's not really too good either. So it's just simply for lack of better alternatives. The best play here is the tempo hit, the double hit. And the advantage of this move is that you steal at least 2 half rolls from me here. So I'm not going to develop my position next roll, maybe even the next 2 rolls. So you sacrifice a little bit of positional value by stealing time from me to develop my position here. So this is actually the best move with 4-1. You wouldn't do it if I had split with a 4 to your 5 point. Then you would just hit loose and you would just stay there because you're fighting for the 5 point. You want to make the 5 point. But given the fact that I just made a minor split and you're already in deep if you hit, you might as well just put both checkers on the bar. It's the best play. Let's say I roll a 3-2 from the bar here, I come in. And now you roll a 4 and a 5. 4 and a 5. Okay, so what options do we have here? We kind of want to unstack and bring a 5 down. We also want to split our back checkers, right? Because I split my back checkers, so you need to get going as well. So that's got to be the best 4, because here leaves a direct shot, and what other 4 could we play? So we're going to split with a 4. Now, the common mistake here is to just unstack with a 5 and bring a builder down to the 8. The best play is actually to cover up the ace point. So that's a very important strategy rule. Every time you get a blot down on your ace point, one of your primary objectives is to cover up the ace point. Before you cover it up, it's a big liability to have this blot down there. So you have to turn it into an asset. You make the ace point, and at least you have an inner board point made. Now you can go for blitz attacks and you can go for races. That's your 2 game plans. You can't go for a priming play here. That's the problem of making the ace point. You can never form a pure prime after you make the ace point. Hey guys, remember to download and play on the Backgammon Galaxy app. Let's have a look at another position here related to the ace point. Let's say that again we have an opening position. You open with a 6-4, and as you might know, there are 3 equally strong alternatives with 6-4. You can run all the way, you can split and down, and you can make the deuce point. And for whatever reason, you chose to make the deuce point in this scenario. Then I roll a 4-5. I split my back checkers and I bring a builder down. That's the best way to play a 4-5. Now you roll a 6-5. How to play 6-5? Well, you're gonna run 6 and 5. Pretty good running roll. I roll a 3-1. I could make the 20 point, but it's a little bit better, especially since you have a blitzy formation over here to go for a priming game here. I make my 5 point with the 3-1. And now to the actual quiz position here. Double 6. You roll a double 6. I guess we have 3 different options here. we're definitely bringing down 2 from the midpoint to your 7 point. That's 2 out of 4 sixes. The worst of the 3 options is to bring another 2 men down, to play kind of like a pure priming style move. This is a blunder. It's too passive. You didn't do anything with your back checker, you didn't get any freedom, and you didn't go for a blitz attack, even though you actually have a blitz formation with a lot of men in the zone and a deep point made versus split back checkers, and you have a racing lead. So priming is not a good game plan here. You should go for blitzes and races. The second best is not to play the last 6 down, but to come out. That's a better move. It's not a blunder, but it's not the best move either. The best move is actually, I'm going back here, after we bring 2 down from the midpoint, we continue and we make the ace point. We go for the blitz attack and put our enemy on the bar. If I fan here, you have a very powerful double. It's actually just a borderline take for me, which means that you have a perfect efficient cube in 9 out of 36 rolls here every time I dance. This is the right play. It's a blitzing move. You go for a blitz attack and you go for a race. That's your game plans here. You cannot win this priming battle because you're too far ahead in the race, which means you have worse timing in a priming battle. And you have a blitz formation. You have the deuce point made already, so it's full of gaps. So you should go for the blitz attack. This is an example where it's actually good to play 13-1 and make the ace point, because you have a blitz formation, you have a race lead, and you don't want to play a priming game. So in this video, we saw 2 examples of when it's correct to make the ace point. We don't love the ace point, but it's not that bad sometimes, especially if you want to go for a blitz attack. Merry Christmas and see you tomorrow.
Merry Christmas, Backgammon fans!